Hey everyone, this is Robert Band from Fort Collins, Colorado. I recently relocated and I'm looking at Denver and Fort Collins. A friend of mine offered this place to me, and so I'm recording from here. You'll hear more about my relo in an upcoming video. In the meantime, last week I was at a cafe and I overheard a hiring manager interviewing a candidate. At the end of their interview, he said, "Listen, I appreciate transparency, so if you're about to accept another job, please let me know so I can do something about it." And it struck me funny how we love transparency, but we're afraid to give it. For example, every employer would love to know if their employee is unhappy and looking for another job. That way they can try to retain the person and avoid the dreaded 2 weeks notice. 6 years into my accounting career, back in the dark ages, I was at a CPA firm and I decided that I wanted to pursue sales. I had a good relationship with the firm and decided to make them part of my journey. I was frank with them, and in return, they introduced me to a client of the firm who sold investments, and I landed that sales job. So it worked out. By being transparent and telling the other person how we really feel is the right thing to do, and it's not as risky or hard to do as you might think. Think about it. We all want to improve and be the best we can be. To do that, we need to hear honest feedback and not what we want to hear. But if we want people to be transparent with us, we must do two things first. One, we must be transparent with them. And two, we must receive their transparency well. If we're defensive, we'll discourage their frankness and stunt our personal and business growth in the process. When a restaurant owner comes over to me after the meal and asks me, "Was everything okay?" I've been known to be honest and say something like, "The food was scrumptious, but the server needs a little more training." And then I go on to explain what happened. I feel like I'm helping this owner by helping them fix their shortcomings and retain my business. Getting a new customer is much harder and expensive than retaining an old one. So telling them what they want to hear won't help them. In turn, now they should respond appreciatively. If they respond defensively, then they don't deserve my continued patronage. It's that simple. Would we rather live in a world where everyone is thin-skinned and no one expresses their true feelings, or one in which we welcome other people's feelings so that we can grow? Now, two outcomes are possible when being transparent. Both are positive and there's no downside. Either the person's going to react appreciatively or they'll react defensively. If they're appreciative, then you know you're dealing with a person who wants to grow, which bodes well for them individually, their business, and their relationships overall. But if they react defensively, or worse, narcissistically, you'll know you're dealing with a person who has no interest in growing themselves, their business, or their relationships, and that no matter what you do, they won't change. Both outcomes will inform you about the person you're speaking to. And with that information, you can decide where in your life that person fits. Either way, you'll have less stress and you'll have done your part to help them by being transparent. If you like this video, please share it and like it on this site. This is Robert Band, your business finance expert, helping business owners make their financial problems go away. Remember, one tip could be worth millions, and profits today become fortunes tomorrow, so don't let them fall through the cracks.